This is a rare meeting between Idi Amin and John Gideon Okello. Idi Amin had just come to power in Uganda following a coup on 25th of January 1971 in which he overthrew the government of Dr Milton Obote. John Gideon Okello had disappeared from public limelight for some time, but appeared for the meeting. It was rumored that John Okello had gone to Congo, but came back to Uganda following the coup. During the meeting that took place at Nakasero State Lodge, Amin assured John Okello of his security. Okello talked about being put under surveillance by the Ugandan General Service Unit. Okello was feared across Africa following the violent revolution that took place in Zanzibar on 12th January 1964. It also happened that a few days after the revolution in Zanzibar, there was a mutiny of the armies of East Africa, that is in Uganda, in Tanganyika, and in Kenya. This mutiny was put down by the British Army following the request by the governments of Julius Nyerere, Milton Obote, and Jomo Kenyatta. Okello was the de facto head of state in Zanzibar for 2 months. He also gave himself the title of Field Marshal of Zanzibar and Pemba. John Okello had no formal military training, but he said that he was trained in the bush. The training started immediately. There was an attack at Ziwani police barracks in which a lot of arms were captured from the armory. They proceeded to Liwatoni, where there was a paramilitary unit, and were able to capture more arms. In the process, they attacked other installations and were able to capture Zanzibar from the government of Sultan within 9 hours. It was during the 9 hours of battle that Okello gave himself a name. Okello was initially rumored to have trained in Cuba, but it turned out that this was just a propaganda from the British government. During Okello's stint as de facto head of government in Zanzibar, Okello had an opportunity of meeting three prime ministers in East Africa. Idi Amin was the last head of state to meet with John Okello. In Malawi, he was conned upon. There were fears that the type of revolution that took place in Zanzibar could easily be replicated in other countries in the region. Sheikh Karume made arrangements for John Okello to be banished from the island of Zanzibar. A meeting was called in Dar es Salaam, which was supposed to be chaired by Prime Minister Nyerere. And in the course of the events, Okello was not allowed to go back to Zanzibar. He moved to Kenya and then to Uganda. The meeting with Amin was the last time that John Okello made a public appearance. How John Okello eventually disappeared is a story that has never been told. But there are fears that John Okello was arrested by soldiers during the month of July. He was never seen again. There are also rumors that he may have wanted to go to Tanzania and participate in a campaign against Amin. Thank you.